Um, Welcome everyone. This is Professor Jongheng Lee, and I'll be teaching college algebra online course. All right, so before we start, I'd like to introduce myself, and after that, I'm going to go over our syllabus together. So if you haven't download our syllabus from E360 website, I would recommend you to do so, and we'll go over with the syllabus together. Uh, all right, so um, I studied my undergraduate study in Sydney, Australia. Um, I studied computer science and applied mathematics. I did double major, and after that, undergraduate, and I came to U.S. New Jersey actually, and start my master's there. So I did engineering math in applied mathematics as a master's, and after that I moved on to PhD program. And in the middle of PhD program, I had to stop my study and go back to Korea for army service. It's a mandatory thing, so I have to stop my study, go back to Korea, serve it in the army for 2.5 years, and I had to come back. It was very interesting experience. Uh, so after army, I um, didn't go back to my old school. I actually studied at Rutgers and NGIT joint program um, that I was in, but I didn't go back to my old school. So I start to work. So I was working as part-time professor. So I've been working a couple of years. Then I applied to Columbia University in New York City. So I was able to finish my doctoral degree from Columbia. I've been teaching altogether about 17 years, and I've been teaching at Naya College for last 7 years. So, and this is my best school. I really love to teach at Naya College. It uh, means a lot to me. Um, I am a Christian, and I would uh, do my best to teach this course, and I hope and expect your best um, as well. All right, so let's go to our syllabus. Okay, so this is our syllabus, college math algebra, and uh, here's my email. So if you have anything, please email me. Here's my office hour, but um, it'll be great if you can just drop me a simple email that you will be coming, so that I can manage my office hour time. I don't want to double book my office hour, right? Um, this is online course, so we don't really have a classroom, and this is our um, textbook. Now let me show you our textbook. Our textbook looks like this, right? So it's a pretty nice and heavy book, um, and this is not ninth edition is the one that we are going to use, and this is not the current edition. So um, you can really get a nice deal from one of those websites if you haven't got your textbook yet. Since this is not the current edition, you can really get a nice deal. Course description, you can definitely read about this. It's basically college algebra course. We'll be studying polynomials, rational expression, equations, functions, and graphs, quadratic equations, and exponential and logarithmic um, function as well. Um, Learning goal, you can definitely read through this, purpose of the course, and reference as well. Kind of get it, you don't really have to know. Um, College core value, um, again, I don't want to spend too much time on reviewing this, so you can definitely read through this on the graduate learning goals, um, and so forth. Right now, this is important information right here. So course requirements, you are expect to do a weekly homework and weekly note and final exam. So I'll be assigning homework every week, and that'll be in our E360. In that um, lesson menu, when you click onto it, there'll be a weekly schedule that you can see, week 1 through week 14. Every week you are expected to do homework, and um, either you can take a picture or scan it and upload that to the Dropbox in E360. Um, what I'm looking for from your homework is not necessarily the final answer. If you actually give me the work, the nice written question and the final answer only, you will have 0 credit for that. Um, what I like to see from your homework is the evidence of your work. So you need to show me not necessarily every single detail. If you can skip a couple of steps by doing mental math, that's fine, but I need to see the evidence of your work so that I can give you a full credit. You can hand it in late technically, but each day will cost you 10% of your grade, the score for that homework. So if you hand it in like 2 days late, you'll lose 20% of the score. If you hand it in more than 10 days late, then you will not get any point. But I'm sure that you will try your best to keep up with those material. Weekly note, I'll be posting the video uh, video lecture in E360 website in the lesson sections. So each week that you will see the video lecture there. While you are watching the video lecture, I want you to take note of it. So when I'm doing an example, then take note of those example, and possibly my comments as well if you can. So you write down those notes, and you can also take pictures or scan it and put it through the Dropbox of E360 before the due date. Again, 10% will cost if it's handed in late, right? So doesn't have to be every single comment, but all those examples that I'm doing, showing, and possibly some of those techniques and comments that you can definitely write in your note and take a picture and show it to, send it to me. That's an easy 25% right there, right? So homework 35, note 25. These two together is a 60%. Final exam is going to be 40%, and final exam is in class, in person, at Naya College campus. So We will have two separate locations, one in Manhattan and one in Rockland campus. As we approaching the final exam, I'll be notifying you the exact time and location. You can choose any one of those two options. Let me know. I can arrange the seating and all that. Then you'll take in-class exam, which will be 40% of your total grade. Okay, so as you know, this is an online course, so you should be familiar with computer and doing your coursework through online, right? E360 is the main website that we are going to use. You should feel comfortable using those website, including uploading your homework and note in the Dropbox, right? So um, if you are having a lot of difficulty, you really do not know how to use computer and E360 website, then this may not be the best course for you. You should rather take in-class course, right, rather than online course. Cheating um, is will be strictly reinforced, right? So if I find someone is copying someone else's work for the note and for the homework, you will not only get 0, but you will fail the course, and you'll also, if it's a second offense, you'll be dismissed from college. So, please do not show your work. Do not ask to see other students' work as well. Please do your own work, do your own homework, take your own note. Then you will have any problem in that, right? So it's not a proper thing to ask other students to show their homework and note and copying them. It's really not a Christian thing to do, right? Course schedules, chapter schedules. So we'll be covering a couple of review chapters, and from chapter 1 through chapter 6 that we are going to cover, right? So these are some of those topics, and these are grade point system. If you just look for pass, you need to get more than 60 to pass. If you want more than C plus, you need to get more than 78. If you want an A, then you need anywhere between 93 and 100, right? Okay, writing centers, plagiarism. You can read through this. Incomplete is only for those students who has a real proper reason for incomplete, right? It's not for students who didn't study and not ready to take the final exam. Incomplete will not be given to you. But if you have a proper reason, you can file the request, and it'll go through the dean and the office of registrar. But it's not for students who just didn't study and unable to pass. It's not for them, right? Okay, disability support service. If you have any type of disability, read through this and contact through this email. Calculator, you can use scientific calculator. If you have graphing calculator only, then you can also use graphing calculator in our final exam as well. All right, so we briefly went through those syllabus. If you have any further question, um, you can definitely email me, and I'll try to answer your email as soon as I can. All right, so I look forward to seeing you, um, and let's begin our first chapters. Okay.